Hi everyone. In this class, I want to discuss with you how to prepare subsidiary books in the accounting. First of all, let us learn what is subsidiary books. In accounting, actually, accountants starts prepare accounting from journal onwards. Journal is the first book of accounting. After that, journal. In journal, we record journal entries. So after recording that, those journal entries will be posted into the ledger accounts. So in ledger, after posting all the entries, they balance the accounts. Okay. So that is actually useful for small business organizations where actually the transactions are less. First recording in the journal, next posting in the ledger. If transactions are less in number, they can do this process. But in case if the transactions are more in the organization, so writing journal entries for each transaction and posting them into the ledger is a big task. They need so much of time to spend on that, and if they want to search any transaction, it takes lot of time and there will be confusion. Lot of books should be prepared. So to avoid all this, in the organization they can maintain subsidiary books also. What are subsidiary books? Subsidiary books are known as day books. So in those subsidiary books, similar transactions are recorded so that after adding all those transactions amounts, only one entry will be recorded in the journal. That will be posted into the ledger. And whenever they want to know information about the particular transaction, they open that particular book and they search for that. It is easy task for them to find about the transaction, when it happened or when it occurred and what actually the amount is. So the details will be available easily. Okay, so this is the use of subsidiary books. In subsidiary books, they record similar transactions. Similar transactions means what? There may be purchases in the business. All the purchases are recorded in the purchases book. All purchases are recorded in the purchase book. Okay, and if they are credit purchases only are recorded. So it may be in any number of transactions of credit purchase are there, all those will be recorded in the purchases book. Sales transactions are recorded in the sales book. Okay, so if you want to know about purchase of goods of from any person, then we can just open the purchase book and we can go through the transactions and we can search for what we want. It is very easy and easy task, easily we can find it out. If for every transaction, if we write entry, journal entry, and if you post it into the ledger, it consumes lot of time. And next, whenever we want to know about that particular transaction, it takes much time to search. To avoid that risk, we can maintain the subsidiary books. So that is the use of subsidiary books in accounting. So big business organization have to maintain this to avoid confusion and to avoid waste of time. Okay, and let us discuss how many types of subsidiary books are there. There are in total 8 subsidiary books. I have given the list of all 8 subsidiary books here. You can see those. First one is purchases book. In this book, all credit purchases are recorded. Cash purchases are not recorded here. Cash purchases are recorded in the cash book. So all credit purchases are recorded in the purchases book. Next, sales book is the second one. So in sales book, all credit sales are recorded. Credit sales, credit purchase means what? Selling goods but receiving amount on a later future date. Okay, so at present they are not receiving money in case of credit sales. In case of credit purchase, purchasing goods, but will pay amount on a later future date. So those are known as credit purchases. At present, cash payment is not there. So credit purchase, credit sales only are recorded in the purchase book as well as sales book. Third one is purchase returns book. In this book, purchase returns transactions are recorded. Purchase returns means business purchased already due to some reasons or any defects. It is returning. It returned some goods. Those are known as purchase returns. So in case of any purchase returns transaction, that will be recorded in the purchases returns book. Fourth book is sales returns book. Here we record all sales returns. Sales return transactions are recorded in this book. You may get a doubt. What are sales returns? Sales returns means business already sold some goods to customers. Customers returned those goods due to some reasons to the business. So those are known as sales returns. Sold but customers are returning. So sales returns, those are recorded in sales returns book. Next, fifth book is cash book. In the cash book, all cash related transactions are recorded. If any transaction is made through cash, that will be recorded in the cash book. Next one, bills receivable book. Bills receivable transactions are recorded here. Next, bills payable book. Any bills payable transactions if takes place, that will be recorded here. Last one, journal proper. What is journal proper? Journal proper means it is 8th subsidiary book, and if any transaction is not going to appear in first 7 books, that will be recorded in the 8th subsidiary book, that is known as journal proper. If any transactions are not going to appear from first book to 7th book, from purchase book to bills payable book, those transactions, all those transactions will appear in the journal proper. We have to record those transactions in the journal proper. Okay. So this is about all list of all subsidiary books. Let us learn actually how to prepare first 4 books. Purchases book, sales book, purchase returns book, sales returns book. Because these first 4 books problems, intermediate students as well as BCom first year students. In intermediate first year students, and in BCom first semester or first year students are going to get in the examination. Purchase book, sales book, purchase returns book, sales returns book. How to prepare first 4 books we are going to learn now. Let us go into the class. So before going into doing problems, let us see what are the formats for all first 4 books. Here in accounting, if we want to prepare anything, we have to draw format. Pro forma is required. Without that, we can't record anything. So for these 4 books, what are the formats? What is the pro forma of those 4 books? That I have given here. Let us discuss that first. Purchases book format is available now. We have to draw columns like this. What actually you can see in the screen. Date column, particulars column, LF ledger folio, invoice number, amount. Invoice number means bill number. So what we have to record here, if any transaction, if any credit purchase transaction is there in the organization, that will be recorded in the purchase book. So in the date column we should write date. Particulars column, in the particulars column we should mention name of the person from whom business is purchasing. Only name of the person will be mentioned. LF column will be empty while doing problems for education purpose, because whenever any business maintains accounts, all records, then LF column need to be filled. Okay, now we have to keep it empty. Next one is invoice number. Invoice number means bill number. When business is purchasing, they receive bill, no, that bill number will be recorded there. Amount of purchase. What is a purchase amount? What is the value of purchases? That will be recorded in the amount column. So like that we have to prepare. We have to record all the transactions in the purchase book. This is a format of purchase book. Hope you understood. Let us go to the next format. That is sales book format. Second subsidiary book is sales book. Let us discuss the format. If you see this format, it is similar to that of purchases book. Purchases book, sales book formats are same. Date, particulars, LF column, next invoice number, next amount. So in sales book, all credit sales are recorded. Cash sales are not recorded. Okay, so we have to write date in the date column. In the particulars column, name of the person to whom sales are made. That name will be recorded. LF column always empty. Invoice number means bill number. Amount column, we should record amount in the amount column. This is a format of sales book. Let us go and discuss next format. That is purchase returns book. So purchase returns book columns also are similar to that of previous two books, except one column. Date, particulars, LF. These all are same. Next column, debit note number. Actually, in case of purchase book and sales book, this is actually debit note number column actually was invoice number. There in two books, first two books. But in purchase returns book, it is not invoice number, it is debit note number. And last one is amount column. So if we compare this purchase returns book with the previous two books, debit note number column is a new column here. Okay, so you have to remember this format. Purchase returns, if any purchase returns are there in the business, that will be recorded here. In date column, date, particulars column, name of the person who actually is returning, and next to whom actually business returns, that name will be recorded here. And debit note number means that bill number only. Last amount. In amount column we should write amount. Let us discuss next one. That is sales returns book. In this book we have to record all sales returns transactions. So if business is selling but customers are returning now, those are treated as sales returns. We have to record here. Date column, in the date column we should record the date. In particulars column, name of the person, name of the customer who actually is returning. LF column always empty. So here next column is credit note number. In case of purchase returns, it is debit note number. So here it is credit note number. Last one is amount. So this is a format of sales returns book. Let us discuss next one. If we want to prepare purchases book and sales book, what are the rules? Before doing problems, we should know the rules to prepare the purchase book and sales book. Let us learn how to prepare these two books, purchase book and sales book. So we have to remember mainly 3 points before preparing these two books, purchase book and sales book. So I'll read those points, concentrate on that, and we will discuss those points now. First one is credit purchases and sales are recorded. Cash purchases and cash sales are not recorded. So this point already I mentioned in the starting of the class. So in case of purchase book, sales book, only credit purchases, credit sales are recorded. Cash sales, cash purchases, we should not write here in the purchase book and sales book. And next one is purchases and sale of asset is not recorded. If business is purchasing or selling any asset, we should not record those. Assets means what? Furniture and fittings, plant and machinery, land and buildings, motor van. So these all are assets. If business is purchasing anything, any asset, that should not be recorded here in the subsidiary books. Only purchase and sale of goods will be recorded. If business is purchasing any goods or selling any goods, that will be recorded. Asset related transactions we should not write in purchase book as well as in sales book. Third point is nameless transactions will not be recorded. In any transaction, if name of the party is not mentioned, then it is not a credit purchase or credit sales. In case of credit purchase or credit sales, compulsorily name of the person will be mentioned in the transaction. If it is not given, if name is not available in the transaction, so it is not credit purchase or credit sales. So that should not be taken into account and we are not going to record that nameless transaction. Okay. So if you want to learn how to prepare purchase book and sales book, these 3 points are must to remember. Then it will become easy task for you all to learn. Let us go and discuss now. Here I explained some solutions. I have given question on the left side and solution is available on the right side. I will explain. You can concentrate on that. If any doubts are there, after listening the class, you can mention in the comment section so that I will reply for your doubts. So let us start discussing. I am reading question. You can look into the question which is available on the left side. Enter the following transactions in the purchases book. They are asking us to prepare purchases book. So we should keep columns ready first. You can observe right side, columns are ready and items also are recorded already. But what are the columns? Date, particulars, LF, invoice number, amount. On the top we should write purchases book. So columns are ready and we should see the transactions on the left side. Transactions are available date wise in the question on the left side. That will be actually analyzed and we should record those are going to appear in this book in the solution. Let us read first one. March 1st 2019 March 1st what happened? Purchased goods from Anil. Purchased goods from Anil. You should apply those points what I discussed with you just now. It should be credit purchases. Okay. And here if name of the person is given and not mentioned cash, then it is a credit purchase only. So purchased goods. They are purchasing goods, not assets. So we can record. Name of the person Anil is given, so we can record that. Okay, so this is March 1st purchased goods from Anil is a credit purchase, so we can record and it should satisfy remaining two conditions also. That is, it should be goods, not assets. So it is goods only, they are purchasing goods only, so we can write it. Name of the person also is given, that is Anil. So this first transaction is satisfying all the 3 points what I discussed just now. So it is eligible to be recorded here in the purchases book in the solution. So you can see right side purchases book. I recorded date in the date column 1st March 1-3-2019. Okay, is it clear? Date. And next in the particulars column we should write only name of the person. So what is the name of the person? Anil. So we should write Anil. LF column empty and go to invoice number. Invoice number if that is given in the question. Invoice number means bill number. If that is available in the question we should write. If it is not available, don't write. Otherwise you can write serial numbers 1 2 3 4 like that. So in the question March 1st transaction, the invoice number is not available, so we can leave it empty, otherwise we can write serial numbers. So I recorded serial numbers 1 2 3 like that, because in complete question those invoice numbers are not available. If those are available, we should mention that number only, whatever is given in the question. Now I mentioned 1. In the amount column, I just have taken 2000 rupees from the question and recorded there. And let us go to next transaction, that is March 3rd 2019. Bought goods from Raju, rupees 4000. Bought means purchased. Purchased goods, so that is related to goods, not assets. Raju, name of the person is given. They did not mention cash anywhere. Is it cash purchases? No, because cash word is not there. So cash, it is not cash purchases, it is credit purchases only. So it is satisfying 3 rules, that it is not cash purchases and Raju name is given, goods, not assets. So we can record in the purchase book. I recorded here on the right side in the purchase book. You can see that in date column, date of that particular transaction, that is 3-3-2019. And next in particulars column, name of the person Raju. Invoice number, since it is not available in the question, I just have taken serial numbers one by one. Now it is second. And in the amount column 4000. Next one is 7th date. Purchased goods from Srikanth, rupees 5000. So we should decide it first whether to record it or not, whether it is satisfying all the 3 points that what we discussed just now. Let us see. Purchased goods, it is related to goods, not assets. It is satisfying one condition. Next, Srikanth name is given, second condition also satisfied. And cash, it is not cash purchases, it is credit purchase only, because cash word is not there. So it is credit purchase. So it is satisfying all the 3 conditions what we discussed just now. Let us record that also in the purchase book. But if you observe, under the transaction trade discount 10% is given. So that is very important. You should know how to calculate that. Let us see how to do that. So just go to purchase book solution. In date column 7-3-2019, and in particulars column Srikanth name, and under that we should calculate the trade discount. Take 5000 amount into 10% means 10 by 100. If you do that calculation, you will get 500 rupees. That is trade discount. That should be deducted from total amount, that is 5000. 5000 minus 500, you will get 4500. So after deducting discount, whatever amount you get, that is 4500, that will be recorded in the amount column. So I recorded in the amount column 4500. Hope this is clear for everyone. So let us go to next one. 13th one. 13th date, goods purchased from Venkat. So let us see whether it is satisfying 3 conditions or not. It is goods, related to goods, not assets. Goods purchased, not assets. They purchased goods only. From Venkat, Venkat name is given. And they did not mention anywhere cash. So it is not cash purchases. It is credit purchases only. So we can record that in the purchases book. Let us see. Come to right side. In date column 13th date 13-3-2019. In particulars column name of the person Venkat. And next LF column empty. Invoice number, I just recorded serial numbers because it is not available in the question. I have taken 4. Next amount column, as it is amount you can record 1600. Let us go to next one, 18th date. Purchased goods from Mahesh. Purchased goods from Mahesh, rupees 1400. So let us see whether it is satisfying all the three conditions or not. Purchased goods only, not assets. So we can record name, Mahesh name is given. So it is satisfying another condition. And in nowhere they mentioned cash. So it is credit purchase only. It is not cash purchases. If it is cash purchase, we should not record here in the purchases book. It is credit purchase only. So we can write that 1400 also in the purchase book. So I mentioned here, you can see right side in the purchase book, date column 18-3-2019, particulars column Mahesh, name of the person, and LF column empty, invoice number 5, amount column 1400. Next, go to 24th date, purchases. So here, if they don't mention whether they are purchasing goods or assets, then we can assume that it is a goods, okay, because nothing is mentioned, but name of the person is not given. Then it is compulsorily cash purchase. If name of the person is not available, it is cash purchase only. In case of credit purchase, compulsorily name of the person will be taken into account. So name is not given, that is why we are not going to record here in the purchases book. So just keep it aside, don't record. I did not write, you can see 24th date transaction I did not write in the purchase book because that is cash purchases, name is not given. Okay, so if name is not given, that is assumed as cash purchase only. So since name is not given, we are not writing here. And let us go to 26th date, purchased goods from Ashok 2500. So here they are purchasing goods from Ashok, goods only, name of the person is given, and it is not cash purchase because cash word is not mentioned anywhere. So it is satisfying all the three conditions, we can record in the purchase book. So you can see in the date column 26th date, and in particulars column Ashok, invoice number 6, amount column 2500. So we recorded whatever transactions are going to appear here in the purchase book, and whatever are not going to appear, means whatever are not satisfying the conditions, we just left it as it, and all transactions which are actually are going to appear, we recorded here. Now we should do totals. So you have to add all the amounts in the amount column. Here you will get 16,000, and in particulars column you write total, and total amount you do, and you are getting 16,000. So that is the answer, total of purchase book. Hope this is clear. In case of any doubts, you can mention in the comment section. I will I will clear your doubts. I will reply for those doubts. Let us go and discuss next one. Second question, left side question, right side solution. Prepare purchases book from the following. We have to prepare purchase book again. So we should keep the columns ready. Date, particulars, LF, invoice number, amount. All columns are ready. Let us see the transactions and let us record those. April 1st, 2018, purchased goods from Shaker. So business is purchasing goods from Shaker, rupees 4,000. Purchasing goods only, name of the person Shaker is given, and they did not use the word cash, means it is not cash purchases, it is credit purchases only. So it is satisfying all the three conditions, you can record in the purchase book. See on the right side, in date column 1-4-2018, in under particulars column Shaker, name is mentioned, LF column empty, invoice number, again I have taken serial number because it is not available in the question. Bill number, invoice number is not available in the question. So 1. Next, amount column 4,000. Next one is April 4th, cash purchases. Clearly they are mentioning that those are cash purchases. I said already, only credit purchase are recorded. Cash purchase we should not record in the purchase book. So don't write it, as it is not satisfying the condition. Out of three conditions, if it is not satisfying any single condition, don't write it. Okay, it has to satisfy all the three conditions, then only you should record in the purchases book. So that is why I did not write that, I kept it aside. And next, April 8th, bought goods from Sham 8,000, trade discount 5%. Bought means purchased, purchased goods from Sham. They are purchasing goods, name of the person is mentioned, and they did not mention anywhere cash, so it is credit purchase only. We can write it. It is satisfying all the three conditions. And in the purchases book, in the solution, you can see date column 8-4-2018. In a particulars column, Sham name is mentioned, and we should calculate trade discount. How to calculate it? See the calculation. Under that, in brackets, under Sham, 8,000 into 5%, no? So 5 by 100 is equal to, we will get 400. And that is trade discount. 400 is trade discount. We should deduct it from the total amount. Then whatever amount we get, that will be recorded in the amount column. 8,000 minus 400 is equal to 7,600. You can record 7,600 in the amount column. Invoice number 2. And see next transaction, 12th date. Goods purchased from Karthik, rupees 2,400. So again they are purchasing goods only. Karthik name is mentioned. So they did not mention anywhere cash. So it is credit purchases only. So goods but not assets, name is given, and it is credit purchase, not the cash purchase. So it is satisfying all the three conditions. Record it. So you can see here under purchase book, date column 12-4-2018, particulars column Karthik, name should be mentioned. Only name, don't write anything else, only name, Karthik. And next, invoice number 3, amount column 2,400. Next one, April 18th, purchased goods from Naresh, rupees 3,000. So purchased goods from Naresh. They are purchasing goods, not assets, satisfying one condition. And name Naresh is given, so it is satisfying another condition, second one. Next, cash word is not mentioned anywhere, so it is credit purchase only, not cash purchases. So it is satisfying third condition also. We can write it in the purchase book. Let us go and record there in the purchase book, April 18th, in date column 18-4-2018, under particulars Naresh, and invoice number is 4, amount column 3,000. Okay, let us go and discuss last transaction, April 25th. Purchased furniture from Akash, rupees 6,000. So here business is purchasing furniture. Furniture is asset. So asset purchases we should not record. Only goods purchase. If business is purchasing any goods, we can write in the purchase book. If any assets are purchased, we should not write. Furniture is asset, so we should not record that because it is not satisfying one condition. It is not related to goods, it is related to assets. Okay, only goods transactions we record, but not the asset transactions. So let us leave it. I am not going to write in the purchase book this last 25th day transaction, and I am going to do totals of this. You have to add all amounts whatever are appearing under amount column. If we add, we will get 17,200, and in particulars column mention total, write total straight to total. So that 17,200 is answer. Let us go and discuss next question. Third question is prepare purchases book. So again we have to prepare purchase book. Right side columns are ready. Right side one is solution, left side one is question. 2018 December 1st, purchased goods from Pallavi, rupees 4,200. Purchased goods only, not assets, so we can write first transaction, first condition satisfied. Pallavi name is given, okay, fine. So we can record second one also satisfied. Let us see what is the third one. Third one is cash. It should not be cash purchases. So did they mention here cash? No. So it is not cash purchases. So we can record it. It is satisfying all the three conditions. Let us record there. So look into the solution. Date column 1-12-2018. In particulars, Pallavi. LF column empty. Invoice number 1. And amount column 4200. Let us see next transaction, that is December 5th. Goods purchased from Teja, rupees 8000. Here goods purchased, goods only they are purchasing, not assets. One condition satisfied. From Teja, Teja name is given. Second condition satisfied. We don't have cash word here, so it is not cash purchases, it is credit purchase only. So third condition also satisfied. We can record. You can see solution. Date column 5-12-2018. Particulars column Teja. Name, only name of the person will be recorded in particulars column. Don't write anything else. Teja. And invoice number 2. Amount column 8000. Next one, December 10th. Bought goods from Vedagni, rupees 3800. Bought means purchased. Purchased goods only. One condition satisfied. From Vedagni, name is given. That is also satisfied. They did not mention anywhere cash. So it is credit purchases. So that is also satisfying. So three conditions satisfied. Let us record that. 10th date in date column, and in particulars column name Vedagni. Invoice number 3. Amount column 3800. Let us discuss next transaction. 14th date. Purchased goods from Sudha, rupees 6000. Trade discount rupees 600. So first of all we have to decide whether it should be recorded or not, whether it is satisfying three conditions or not. Let us see. Purchased goods, goods only. One condition satisfied. From Sudha, name is given. Second condition satisfied. They did not mention anywhere cash. So it is credit purchase only. 3 satisfied. Let us record it. Go to the solution. 14th date in date column 14-12-2018. And in particulars column, only name you have to mention, Sudha. And here we can't write 6000 in the amount column because trade discount is given. We should not write 6000 in the amount column because trade discount is given. Okay. So this trade discount, if percentage is mentioned, we have to calculate the percentage. If percentage is not mentioned, if amount is given, we have to deduct that trade discount amount. Here 600 rupees is given. We should deduct that. So from 6600 we have to deduct. We are getting 5400. That will be recorded in the amount column. Clear? Let us discuss next transaction. 18th date. Purchased goods from Ramya, rupees 2000. So they are purchasing goods from Ramya, 2000 rupees. Here purchasing goods only, not assets. One condition satisfied. From Ramya, the Ramya name is given. Okay, second condition also satisfied. And nowhere cash word. So it is not cash purchases, it is credit purchases only. So it is satisfying all the three conditions what I have given in the beginning. We can record it in the purchases book. See in the solution. In date column 18-12-2018. In particulars column Ramya, only name we should take. Invoice number 5. And next amount column, total amount 2000 I recorded. And all transactions finished. Let us do totals of the purchases book. Add all the amounts, you will get 23,400. And straight to that, in particulars column you should mention total, because that is total. That is a total of purchase book. That is answer for this question. Okay, let us discuss next one. So this is next question. Enter the following transactions in the purchases book. So again we have to prepare purchases book only. 2018 November 1st. Goods purchased from Chaitanya rupees 5000 as per invoice number 250. So here goods purchased from Chaitanya. Goods only they are purchasing. One condition satisfied from Chaitanya, name is given. Second condition also satisfied. Nowhere they mentioned cash, so it is credit purchases only. All three conditions satisfied, we should record it. See the solution. In date column 1-11-2018, in particulars column name Chaitanya is mentioned. LF column empty. Invoice number is available in the question. You can see as per invoice number 250. So invoice number, bill number is 250. Same number I recorded here in the invoice number 250. And what is the amount? 5000. In the amount column 5000 recorded. Okay. Let us move to next transaction. 12th date, November 12th. Goods purchased from Ravi, rupees 1000 on credit. So they are purchasing on credit. So credit purchases, you can record one condition satisfied. Invoice number 300. Let us discuss completely that transaction. Goods purchased. So they are purchasing goods only from Ravi. Name is given. Two conditions satisfied here. On credit they are saying clearly. So this is credit purchases. We can write it. If they say on cash, no, we should not write. So because that is cash purchase, but here it is credit purchases, we can record. So see here in the solution, look into the solution students. In date column 12-11-2018, in particulars column name Ravi, invoice number same number whatever is given in the question that should be taken, 300, amount 1000. Check that transaction and look into the solution. You will understand. Let us go to next transaction. 18th date. Purchased goods from Satish for rupees 3000 as per invoice number 105. So here purchased goods. They are purchasing goods only. One condition satisfied from Satish. Name is given. Second condition also satisfied. Okay, they did not mention anywhere cash. So it is credit purchases. It is satisfying all the three conditions we can write here. Look into the solution. 18th date, 18-11-2018. In particulars column Satish, name is mentioned. Invoice number same 105. Whatever is available in the question, that is recorded. Amount column 3000. Okay. Let us move to next one. 23rd. Purchased goods from Pavan for cash, rupees 2500 as per invoice number 410. Purchased goods, one condition satisfied, it is goods only, not assets. From Pavan, name is given, second condition also satisfied, very good. For cash, so they are purchasing for cash, cash purchases. Okay, it is not credit purchases, it is cash purchases. It is not satisfying third condition, so we should not record, because it has to satisfy all three conditions, then only we will record in the purchases book. If it is not satisfying even one single condition, then we should not record, we should keep it aside. Okay, so it is cash purchases. How we come to know here? The word cash is mentioned, so they purchased goods for cash from Pavan. So it is cash purchases, don't record it. Okay, that is why I did not write in the purchase book. Only three transactions are available. Let us do totals. If you add all the amounts, we are getting 9000. So in particulars column total, you should mention the word total straight to 9000. So that 9000 is total of purchase book. That is the answer for this question. Let us move to next one. Next one is fifth one. enter the following transactions in purchases book and purchase returns book. So they are asking us to prepare two books here, purchases book as well as purchase returns book. So we have to prepare two books. How to prepare these two books? You know already how to prepare purchases book. So this side in solution, first book is purchase book, under that purchase returns book. I already have given format of purchase returns book in the beginning of the class. So same format I copied here. First purchase book, under that purchase returns book. Columns are ready, and here I'll read the names of the columns. For purchase book, date, particulars, LF, invoice number, amount. For purchase returns book, you can see down, date, particulars, LF, debit note number. So in purchase book we have invoice number, no? In that place we are writing here debit note number and amount. These are the columns for purchase returns book. Let us discuss the question and let us record. If any transaction is related to purchases and it is satisfying all the three conditions, record in purchase book. If any transaction is purchase returns, immediately you write in the purchase returns book. Okay, let us go. I am reading the question. 2018 August 1st, purchased goods from Krishna, rupees 6,000. Purchased goods, purchased, so it is related to purchase book, and we have to see whether it is satisfying three conditions or not. Purchased goods only, one condition satisfied. From Krishna, name is given, second condition satisfied. They did not mention anywhere the word cash, so it is credit purchase. Three conditions satisfied, so we are going to record in the purchase book. See on the right side in purchase book, date column 1-8-2018, in particulars column Krishna name, invoice number 1, amount column 6,000. Okay, let us discuss next transaction. August 4th, goods purchased from Mallesh, goods purchased from Mallesh. So goods purchased, it is related to purchases book, not purchase returns book. So let us see three conditions whether it is satisfying or not. So goods purchased, one condition satisfied, it is goods only, not assets. From Mallesh, name is given, second condition also satisfied. And next, cash word is not mentioned, so it is credit purchases only, not cash purchases. It is satisfying all the three conditions, we should record here. Okay, in which book we should record? In purchases book, because it is purchase related transaction, purchase transaction. Let us see purchase book, date column 4-8-2018, particulars column name Mallesh, LF column empty, and invoice number we are going to write serial numbers here because invoice numbers are not available in the question. So invoice number 2, amount column 3,500. Let us discuss next one. August 8th, returned goods to Krishna. Returned, it is not purchases, it is returns. Which returns? We have two returns actually. Returns are two types, purchase returns, sales returns. We have to decide whether it is purchase returns or sales returns. So how to identify whether this return is purchase return or sales return? Look into the transaction. We have to just understand that returned goods to Krishna. Who is returning goods to Krishna? Always business only. Business returns goods to Krishna. When business can return goods to Krishna? If already it purchases. Okay, if already it purchases, then only it can return it now. So this is purchase returns transaction. Okay, so easily you can identify like this, returned goods to. So if anything is returned to any other person, TO2, that is purchase returns. Okay, if to is not mentioned in the transaction, that is sales returns. So returned goods to Krishna, so that is purchase returns conformly. Okay, so we can record in purchase returns book. We need not to see any other conditions here, just if it is a purchase returns, immediately record in the purchase returns book, that's it. Okay, go to the second book here, right side down, purchase returns book, date column A-A-2018, particulars column, same name will be recorded, Krishna. Debit note number, same serial numbers again, because it is not available in the question. 1. Next amount 600. That's all. Let us go to next one, 13th one. Bought goods from Naveen. Bought means purchased. Purchased goods from Naveen. It will be recorded in the purchase book. Okay, bought goods. Goods. One condition satisfied. It is not asset. And next from Naveen. Name is given. Second condition also satisfied. And next we don't have cash anywhere, so third one also satisfied. Okay, third one also satisfied. Three conditions satisfied, so we can record in the purchases book. So look into the solution in purchase book. I already recorded here. Date column 13-8-2018, particulars column Naveen, invoice number 3, and amount column 2000. Let us discuss next one. August 16th, goods returned to Mallesh. Returned. So it is not purchases, it is returns. But we should determine what returns it is, whether it is purchase returns or sales returns. So I already told, you have to understand it. Otherwise you have to identify that by looking into the word to. Okay, if two word is mentioned after returns, it is purchase returns only. Otherwise you have to understand that goods returned to Mallesh. Who is returning goods to Mallesh? Business. Always business, because all these transactions are recorded in the accounting books on the behalf of business. So everything actually are done by business only. So goods returned to Mallesh. Who is returning goods to Mallesh? Business. Business is returning to Mallesh. When can business returns? If already it purchases. So this is purchase returns. Okay. Otherwise you can see the word to, TO2. It is purchase returns. If two word is not given after returns, it is sales returns. Okay. Now it is purchase returns, because returned to Mallesh is given. Returned to, TO2. So let us record this in purchase returns book. Go to purchase returns book, right side down. Here August 16th, goods returned to Mallesh. No? So right side under purchases book, last in purchase returns book you can see 16-8-2018, particulars column Mallesh, name is mentioned, debit note number 2, amount column 400. Okay, and let us go and discuss next one. August 22nd, purchased goods from Ravi. So here again purchased goods from Ravi 4000. Purchased means purchases book related transaction, but we should decide whether it will appear in that book or not by looking into whether it is satisfying three conditions or not. Let us see whether it is satisfying or not. Purchased goods, it is purchasing goods only, first condition satisfied. From Ravi, Ravi name is given, second condition also satisfied. So we don't have cash word anywhere in the transaction. So it is credit purchases only, not cash purchases. We can write it in the purchases book. It is satisfying all the three conditions. Look into purchase book. Date column 22-8-2018. Particulars column Ravi. Invoice number 4. And in the amount column 4000. Okay. Now all transactions finished. We have to total both the books separately. So purchase book total is 15,500 and purchase returns book total is, you have to add amounts ma. So purchase returns book total is 1000. Okay, these two are answers for this question. Hope you understood. Let us move to next question. Sixth one. Enter the following transactions in the proper subsidiary books. Here they are asking us to prepare proper subsidiary books. They did not mention how many books, one book, two books or three books. Name of the books are not mentioned. They just used the words proper subsidiary books. So out of 4 books we have to prepare any book now. Let us see the question and decide then. Okay, if transactions are related to any one or two of out of 4 books, then we have to prepare all those books. If transactions are related to 4 books, we have to prepare 4 books at a time. If those are related to only 2 books, 2 books should be prepared. If related to 3 books, 3 books we have to prepare. If the transactions are related to only 1 book, then we have to prepare only 1 book. Let us see the question first, then we can decide. So first one, purchased goods, so purchase transaction. Second one also, third one, third date also purchased goods, it is purchase book. Sixth date, return outwards to Arun, return outwards. Return outwards means it is the other name for purchase returns. Okay, if you are unable to know that, then return outwards to, word to is mentioned, no? So 2 means if 2 is given after returns, it is nothing but it is a purchase returns. I said no in the previous problem. So purchase returns book we have to prepare. If you go through remaining transactions, 14th, 19th, 25th, 28th, so in all those purchases and purchase returns only are there, and we don't have other type of transactions. So we need to prepare 2 books here, purchases book and purchase returns book. That is why right side I have drawn columns for 2 books, purchase book and purchase returns book. You can see that. Okay, so you already know what is the format of those 2 books, and here I recorded that. Okay, okay, so let us read the transactions and let us record those in the proper books. Here, June 1st, purchased goods from Arun, rupees 2500. So they are purchasing goods from Arun. It is related to purchase book, purchased goods only. It is not asset, so it is goods. One condition satisfied. From Arun is given, name. So name is given, second condition also satisfied, and we don't have cash word here, so third condition also satisfied, that is it is not cash purchase, it is credit purchases. We should record in purchase book. You can see there in purchase book, in the solution, in purchase book, date column 1-6-2018, particulars column Arun, in LF column empty, invoice number 1. Okay, amount column 2500. And next one, June 3rd. See the question, June 3rd, purchased goods from Prakash, rupees 7000. So they are purchasing goods only. Okay, so this is related to purchases, and they are purchasing goods, not assets, and Prakash name is given. Okay, 2 conditions satisfied, and cash word is not given, 3 conditions satisfied. So we can record in purchase book. You can see there in purchase book, date column 3-6-2018, under particulars Prakash, LF column empty, invoice number 2, amount column 7000. And let us go and discuss next one, June 6th, return outwards to Arun. Return, if you observe return word in the transaction, that may be either purchase returns or sales returns. So if return outwards, two word is mentioned, no, it is definitely purchase returns. Otherwise here you can say return outwards. Return outwards is other name for purchase returns. So it is purchase returns only, confirmly. You can record in purchase returns book. Okay. So here in purchase returns book, in solution down, date column 14-6, you can see here date, 6th date in purchase returns book, right side down, 6-6-2018, particulars column Arun, debit note number 1, amount 800. Let us go to next transaction, 14th date transaction. So purchased goods from Nagaraj, rupees 10,000, trade discount 10%. So this is related to purchase only, and we have to see whether it is satisfying 3 conditions or not. Purchased goods only, not assets, so 1 condition satisfied. From Nagaraj, name is given, second condition also satisfied. Cash word is not mentioned, so it is credit purchase, not cash purchase. So 3 conditions satisfied. We can record there in purchase book, right side in the answer. You can see 14th date, particulars column Nagaraj, but trade discount is given, no, 10%. We should calculate that. So under Nagaraj, I calculated, take 10,000 rupees into 10% means 10 by 100, we get 1000. So that is trade discount. That 1000 should be deducted from total amount 10,000. We will get 9,000. So 9,000 will be recorded in the amount column. Okay, invoice number is 3. And let us discuss next one. 19th date, goods purchased from Nikhil for cash. So goods purchased, it is related to purchases. It may appear in purchase book, but it should satisfy 3 conditions, then only it will appear. So it is goods only. One condition satisfied. From Nikhil is given name. So second condition satisfied. For cash, it is cash purchases. So it is not satisfying one condition, hence we are not going to record that in the purchases book. Let us look into the next one. 25th date, goods returned to Nagaraj. Returned to, it is purchase returns. Okay, so we can write in purchase returns book. Just go to the second book, see right side down. 25th date, particulars column Nagaraj, debit note number 2 in the amount 1200. And let us go and discuss last transaction. 28th date, bought goods from Vishal, rupees 1500. So purchased, bought means purchased goods from Vishal. Purchased, so it will appear in purchase book. Let us see whether it is going to appear or not. Means whether it is satisfying all the 3 conditions or not. That should be checked first of all. Bought goods from Vishal. Goods, they are purchasing goods, one condition satisfied. It is not assets. From Vishal, name is given. So second condition satisfied, and we don't have cash anywhere in the transaction. Third condition also satisfied. We can record. So you can see in the purchase book, date column 28th date, 28-6-2018. In particulars column, Vishal name is given. Invoice number 4. In the amount column 1500. Okay. Now you can do totals of 2 books separately. Purchase book total is 20,000. Purchase returns book total is 2,000. Okay. These are the answers for this purchase book and purchase returns book for this question. Let us go and discuss next question. So here question is 7th one. Prepare sales book from the following particulars. They are asking us to prepare sales book here. Okay. So sales book columns also similar to that of purchase book, and rules also same, but it should be sales transaction. Business has to sell. Okay. So sales book columns you can see same like purchase book. And look, let us go to the question. Let us discuss the question. May 1st 2018, sold goods to Kiran. Sold means sales, so it will appear in the sales book, and we should see 3 conditions. Okay, whatever conditions are there for preparation of purchase book and sales book, all 3 are same, and we have to see whether it is satisfying or not. Sold goods to Kiran, it is goods, one condition satisfied. To Kiran, name is given, second condition satisfied. And cash also is not mentioned, so it is not cash sales, it is credit sales. We can write it. So see sales book here. Date column 1-5-2018, particulars column Kiran, LF column empty, invoice number 1, amount column 10,000. Okay, and let us go to question again. May 8th, sold goods to Kalyan, rupees 6,000, trade discount 10%. Before going into recording, we have to decide whether it will appear or not. First of all, it is sold, sales transaction. Okay, so we have to see whether it is satisfying 3 conditions or not. Sold goods, it is not asset, sold goods only, one condition satisfied. To Kalyan, name is given, second condition also satisfied. And next, cash is not given, so it is not cash sales, it is credit sales only, so we can write it. Okay. Look into the sales book, right side in the solution, date column A-Y-2018. In particulars column, name we should record, name of the party should be recorded, Kalyan. Under that we have to calculate trade discount because it is given in the question. That is 10%. No? So under Kalyan, take amount 6,000 into 10 by 100 is equal to 600. That is trade discount. That 600 should be deducted from total amount 6,000. 6,000 minus 600, you will get 5,400. That will be recorded in the amount column. You can see amount column 5,400. Invoice number is 2. Let us discuss next transaction. 12th date. Goods sold to Sanjeev for cash. So here sold only. Goods sold, sales book. But let us see whether it is satisfying three conditions or not. Goods is sold, goods only one condition satisfied. To Sanjeev, name is given, second condition satisfied. For cash, so it is for cash, it is cash sales. Will you record it? No, cash sales will not be recorded in sales book, only credit sales. So don't record this due to that factor. Okay, leave it. And next, 18th date, sold goods to G1 rupees 4600. Sold goods, it is goods only, one condition satisfied. To G1, name is given, second condition satisfied, and cash is not given, third also satisfied. Let us see and record in the sales book. Here in sales book you can see 18th date, name, G1 name in particulars column, invoice number 3, and amount column 4600. Next, 24th date, sold old machinery to Sandeep. Sold, sales related transaction, fine, but let us see whether it is satisfying three conditions or not. So sold old machinery, they are not selling goods, they are selling old machinery. Machinery is asset. If you want list of assets and liabilities, you can refer opening entry or trial balance video, so that you will understand assets, what are assets actually for the business, because I mentioned there assets list as well as liabilities list. So you can refer that, you will understand what are assets actually for the business. Mainly machinery, furniture, land and buildings, plant and machinery, these are assets. Plant and machinery, land and buildings, okay, and furniture and fittings, and these are assets mainly. So that will not appear here. So since it is an asset, first condition is not satisfying, then we need not to go for the other conditions, because it has to satisfy 3, no, then only we will record. So leave it, we are not going to write it. Next, 26th date, goods is sold to Vasu. Goods is sold to Vasu, sold related to sales, and it is goods only, first condition satisfied. To Vasu, name is given, second condition also satisfied. Cash is not given, so it is credit sales only. We can write it because it is satisfying three conditions. We can write in the sales book. See in solution, last transaction 26-5-2018 in date column, particulars column, Vasu name recorded, and next invoice number 4, amount column 8000. All transactions finished. We have to total the amount column. Total of amount is 28,000. That is answer for this question. Hope everyone understood. In case of any doubts, you can mention in the comment section, and if you want to make me videos on any topic, you can mention in the comment section, so that I will prepare the videos for those topics and I'll upload in the YouTube. Okay, you share this video also, so that some students who actually need to learn this topic, they will get the topic, they will understand it. Like the video, share the video, subscribe it. Thank you.